This video and every other video on this channel is brought to you by our channel members. Join today for early access, bonus content, and more. Hey, LS 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, the go-home edition for Clash in Paris. Coming up this weekend on the channel. We are kicking things off tonight with some women's tag team action. Already in the ring are the young up-and-coming duo of Thea Hale and Ren Sinclair. Adam Pearce in their corner. They are getting thrown to the wolves tonight because they are taking on the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Tiffany Stratton and Blake Monroe, the Glitz and the Glamour, making their way down to the ring. So, Glitz and Glamour have made their way down to the ring. Let's do this. Let's kick off Raw the right way. Here we go. It is Thea Hale and Tiffany Stratton starting it out. It's now Tiffany into a powerbomb, taking down Thea. Grabs a hold of her here. Tiffany Stratton has the leg and snaps it down. Grabs a hold of her now. Does Stratton. Pulls Thea in, slamming her down by the back of the head. Now Thea Hale, look at this. Tag made. Ren Sinclair is in here, and Ren Sinclair taking down Tiffany Stratton here. Ren Sinclair kicking her in the back here. Ren Sinclair into a cover on Tiffany Stratton. Cover for the one. No. Kick out from Stratton. And now Ren with a kick into the midsection here. Tiffany is down. Ren Sinclair. This will be a huge win for these two young women, Ren and Thea. A huge upset, but a huge win nonetheless if they were to pull this off. It would be a huge moment for them beating a pair of sitting champions. In fact, it would be Blake Monroe's first loss if these two were to get the win somehow tonight. As now Ren goes up to the middle rope now, and Ren Sinclair telling Tiffany Stratton to get back up to her feet here. Ren Sinclair goes for her, nobody home. Stratton out of the way now. Tiffany Stratton swinging her around, throws her across the ring into the corner. Back up to her feet here. Tiffany Stratton firing away at Ren Sinclair. In the midsection now. Big chop. Tag made. Blake Monroe in. Stratton and Monroe now. Getting her up. And taking her down with an assisted stomp there from Blake. Blake Monroe now throwing a big kick into Ren Sinclair. Monroe hitting the ropes. Comes in. Nobody home. Ren Sinclair. Hip toss. Taking her down. Has her down now. And Ren Sinclair with the hair, slamming Blake Monroe down by the back of the head. Got a hold of the legs now, and now Blake Monroe kicked out at the legs by Ren. Sinclair now getting her back up to her feet here, and Sinclair pulling her in, goes for Hurricane Rana, instead gets caught for a reverse powerbomb. Monroe now getting her back up to her feet here. Blake Monroe with a big chop, hitting the ropes, and whoa, wiping out Thea Hale instead, gets caught. Ren Sinclair with a big hip toss there to Blake Monroe. Getting her back up to her feet now. Monroe kicked in the midsection. Popped up. Hurricane Rana connecting. Ren Sinclair now into a cover on Blake Monroe. Kick out from Blake. And now Sinclair has got a hold of her. Has Blake up on her shoulders. Blake Monroe countered and taken down. Monroe getting fired up, but Thea Hale's tagged in. Blake Monroe doesn't see it. Thea Hale, wheelbarrow, arm drag, taking her down. Thea Hale grabs a hold of her, pulling her across the ring now. Thea Hale. Blake Monroe here. Thea Hale rolling her over now. Has Monroe. Thea Hale, what is she thinking here? Hale is going in for the stomps. Stomping away at Blake Monroe, taking her down. Blake Monroe now getting picked back up to her feet here. Thea Hale. Running into the corner now. Blake Monroe avoids the tag now. Monroe coming in. Hurricane Rana to Hale. Taking her down here. Blake Monroe. Getting Thea Hale back up to her feet. Chopping away at her now. Blake Monroe. Big chop connecting there. Coming off the ropes. Gets caught with a big pounce by Thea. All four of these young women, in my opinion, the future of the LS11 Universe Women's Division here on Raw. I think we'll be seeing all four of them with world titles at some point. Tiffany Stratton, way ahead of us, is a former world champion already. But Blake Monroe, Thea Hale, Ren Sinclair, I see big things for all three of those young women as well. I believe the combined age of this matchup doesn't even reach 100. Don't quote me on that, but if it does, it just barely crosses it. Let that one sink in. As now, Spine Buster, Alabama Slam from Tiffany. 2, no. And now Tiffany Stratton gets kicked in the midsection. Thea Hale caught her with a Kimura lock in. Tiffany Stratton, is she going to submit here? Thea Hale cranking up the heat on it. Is she about to pull up the upset here and tap out Tiffany? Blake Monroe, realizing her tag partner might need the help, gets in. And now, wait a minute, Thea Hale. Oh, wait a minute, Blake Monroe! Sling Blade. Using the referee's 5 count to her advantage there. Tag made. Monroe is in. And Blake Monroe with Mayday. 1, 2, 3. And the women's tag team champs getting the win. Just like that. Blake Monroe and Tiffany Stratton getting the win. Nothing to be ashamed of for Ren and Thea tonight. They tried their damnedest, but they are not a team. Blake and Tiffany have been for an entire third of the season at this point, or for an entire, just under a third of the season at this point. I believe next week we'll actually, next week we'll officially make will be a quarter of the season, rather. We'll be closing in on a quarter of the season, or a third of the season soon, though. Glitz and Glamour getting the win, though. Blake and Tiffy with the win. We got plenty more coming up here tonight on Raw as the road to Clash in Paris rolls on. I'm gone for what, 4 months? And everything goes to hell around here? I try and help a bunch of kids on the up and coming over in TNA. And I get the repayment of getting chokeslammed last Thursday. Humiliated by an absolute joke last Saturday. Don't go look it up. It's not worth your time. And now I come to Raw, and there are literal clowns running around here. And yes, hello. You said something about clowns. Speak of the clown. Where? I'll fight him. What? I don't believe we've been properly introduced. My name is Danhausen, and I've been told you're Mike. It's the Miz. Mike, yes. What do you want, clown? And again, where's the clown? Danhausen will fight the clown. Danhausen will fight all clowns. You know what? I can't think of a better way to step back into the ring next week. And yes, Danhausen was thinking the same thing. You can fight my best friend, Buddy Ripley. Buddy Ripley, don't you mean? And yes, Mr. Ripley of the Judgment Day. For now, he will see you next week on a premiering episode. We get more monies for those. I will go find this clown, Mr. Mike. What the hell does this show become when I'm not here? Alright, well, we got some more singles action coming up next here on Monday Night Raw, as here come the Forsaken to the ring following a bit of a rough weekend for them. A bit of a rough weekend for the Forsaken at NXT Heatwave. Journey Fatu managed to keep the Evolve Championship. We now know that he is on a collision course with none other than he's on a collision course with Ricky Saints in a winner-take-all situation in just 4 weeks. NXT Great American Bash for the NXT Championship and Evolve Championships. Winner takes all. That has yet to be determined if it's actually going to be a TV special or a premium live event. I haven't decided yet, so I just haven't decided yet. You'll know when I know. As Solo Sikoa, who this weekend challenges for the World Tag Team titles alongside Journey Fatu, makes his way down to the ring. So, the Forsaken have made their way to the ring. It feels like they've lost their way a little ever since Naomi went out for maternity leave. As he's going to be taking on one half of the World Tag Team Champions, one half of the Lucha Bros. He is going to be taking on Rey Fenix. So, the Lucha Bros making their way down to the ring. Will they be able to keep the championships this weekend? We're going to find out. So, Solo and Fenix going one-on-one. Any further ado, here we go. They lock up here. Solo Sikoa trying to outpower Rey Fenix and shoving him down. Solo with a big drop kick. Of course, also this weekend at NXT Heatwave, Jimmy Uso coming up short against Ethan Page for the North American Championship. We'll see what happens tomorrow on a premiering episode of NXT. Don't forget to tune in for that. Big episode coming up on the road to the Great American Bash, where the show is going to be, admittedly, very NXT versus Evolve themed. I can tell you that much. We're going to start seeing the stars of Evolve arriving tomorrow on NXT. As Rey Fenix now getting thrown on the ropes by Solo. Solo Sikoa ducking him. Ducks him a second time. And, oh, they collide this time. Rey Fenix, though, pops up into small package. Cover on Solo. Has him down. Cover for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from Sikoa. Rey Fenix went with a big splash. Solo Sikoa out of the way now, and Sikoa. Punch in the back now. Throwing Rey Fenix into the corner here. Sikoa with a chop now. Has Fenix. Hits the ropes. Solo Sikoa with a big hip attack into the corner. Sikoa now goes for the uppercut. Rey Fenix grabs him. Fenix throws him head first in the turnbuckle now. Rey Fenix turns Solo around now. Right hook into the back. Grabs onto him. Countered by Solo. Solo Sikoa. No. Rey Fenix has got a hold of him here. Fenix into Poison Rana. A Poison Rana so good we all saw the light of God. Or whatever's out there. As now Solo stomping the head is Rey Fenix, and Solo retreating under the bottom rope. Rey Fenix now hops to the outside. He's caught for spinning Solo out on the floor, taking him down. Sikoa now picking him back up to his feet, throws him into the barricade. For the count of 2 now. Solo getting him back up here, firing away at Rey Fenix now. Rey Fenix thrown back into the ring now, and Sikoa back in now. Solo picking him back up to his feet here, and Sikoa. Big uppercut there, connecting. Sikoa coming in. Rey Fenix rolls through into a stunner, taking him down. And standing big springboard moonsault there, takes him down here. Cover, 1, kick out. And now Journey Fatu up on the apron. Solo went for a senton. Fenix out of the way. Rey Fenix now grabs a hold of him here, and Rey Fenix putting Solo in the corner here. Rey Fenix has Solo, kicking the midsection. Goes up to the middle rope, and Mexican Destroyer. Taking him down. Rey Fenix now cover on Solo. Has him down. 1, 2. Kick out from Sikoa. Rey Fenix looked like he had the match won here. Grabs Solo now. Rey Fenix lifts him up. And driving him down. Solo Sikoa now with Rey. Gets caught. Flipped in the corner by Rey Fenix. Fenix has got him down. Goes for him. Solo. Big kick there to Fenix. Solo gets him back up to his feet now. And Solo Sikoa. With Rey Fenix into the corner now. Sikoa chopping him. And again. Solo. Here we go into the corner for big elbow strike there to Fenix. Solo gets him back up to his feet again. Into a second. Spinning Solo. Cover. 1, 2. No! Rey Fenix staying alive in this one. Fenix back to his feet. Rolls through. Stuns Solo again. Fenix has got him down now. Rey Fenix into another cover on Solo Sikoa. 1, 2. Kick out from Solo. Fenix trying to get back up to his feet here. And now Journey Fatu. Going into that turnbuckle pad again. Solo. Knocking Fenix into the referee. And spikes him. And Solo now. Hold on. Choke slam Spike while he's at it. Into a cover on Fenix. 1, 2, 3. Solo Sikoa with the win. Just like that. Sikoa picking up the win tonight. Knocking off Rey Fenix here. Picking up some momentum. Much needed momentum at that for the Forsaken heading into this weekend. Solo getting the job done with a pair of back-to-back spikes. The Forsaken standing tall this evening. Jimmy Uso even seems a bit amused by that one. Jimmy, happy with how that one went down. As the Forsaken throwing their ones to the sky. We got more coming up next here on Raw.
Liv, Raquel, the two of you want to keep talking about how I don't have any friends around here, how no one wants to work with me, no one wants to be my tag partner, because they're all afraid of you. Well, I've got some bad news for you. Coming up this weekend, I found a tag team partner. She's gonna come halfway across the world to Paris to team up with me against you two. And I gotta tell you, when the moment comes and her music hits, you're gonna realize you picked a fight with the wrong woman on Monday Night Raw. Because I am Lola Vice, and I am the next Women's World Champion. And my partner on Sunday is gonna prove it.
Alright, we got some more singles action coming up next here on Raw. As we're going to be seeing the leader of the Wyatt Six take on the Brains of the Shield. As here they come. The lantern sits in the rocking chair. The piano dings throughout the arena. And we know who that symbolizes the arrival of. As there they are, you can see the five of them together. The Wyatt Six making their way down to the ring. Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy making their way down to the ring. Uncle Howdy going to be in singles action tonight. This weekend, Gacy, Loomis, and Rowan are going to be challenging for the Trios Championships at Clash in Paris against the Shield. The Wyatts and the Shield, different lineup from what it was over a decade ago, the first time it ever happened. But this time, it's got gold on the line. So, Howdy is going to be the one in action tonight. As he's got the lantern, the others unmask. And he blows out the lantern. His opponent. One-third of the Trios champion. The former WWE champion. The architect of the Shield. One of the best stars in LS11 Universe. A multi-time world champion. One of the best Intercontinental champions we ever had in LS11 Universe. Some might even call him the best Intercontinental champion we ever had in the LS11 Universe. The Visionary, the Revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins. Reigns and Moxley by his side. So, the Shield have made their way down to the ring. Let's do this. Seth Rollins and Uncle Howdy. All three members of the Shield have done battle with the late great Bray Wyatt in the past. But I believe tonight is the first time any of them have done battle with the Wyatts in any way. Here we go. They lock up. Uncle Howdy now. Rollins grabbing him around the waist here. Seth Rollins with Uncle Howdy. Snap here, taking him down. Headlock takeover now. Howdy trying to fight out of it here. Uncle Howdy has Seth Rollins now. Uncle Howdy back to his feet. It's a chin lock on Rollins now, and Seth Rollins trying to slide out of it. Howdy's got Seth Rollins now. Seth Rollins throws him off the ropes into Sling Blade from Rollins. Seth hitting the ropes now, and Seth Rollins, former WWE champion, taken down now. Howdy pouncing on him. Now Howdy, no, went for him again. Rollins countered there. Uncle Howdy coming back into it now. Uncle Howdy, big right hook connects, grabs Rollins. Howdy throws him into the corner. Big elbow strike there, knocking him down, and Uncle Howdy hits the ropes for... No! Kicked in the midsection by Seth Rollins. Jumping knee strike there now, and Seth Rollins kicking to the back, has him down. Goes for another kick. Uncle Howdy's down. Seth Rollins. Toss there from Rollins now to Howdy. Double axe handle. Has him down here. Seth Rollins with Uncle Howdy back up to his feet here, and Howdy back up to his feet now. Rollins throws him into the corner. Seth Rollins, forearm strike. Going up now. Rollins following through to the top. Rollins. Frog splash to Uncle Howdy. And the cover now. Seth Rollins cover. One kick out at one from Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy's got a hold of him for Uranagi. He grabs Rollins back to his feet now. Howdy. Sister Abigail to Rollins. Into a cover now. 1, 2. Seth Rollins kicking out. Getting back up to his feet now. Uncle Howdy. Jawbreaker from Seth Rollins now. And Seth Rollins. Forearm strike there. Hits the ropes now. And Seth Rollins goes for him. Nobody home. Uncle Howdy out of the way. Uncle Howdy now throws him into the corner now. Kicked in the head. Seth Rollins goes for a kick to the midsection. Hits it. In the arms now. And Seth Rollins. Pedigree. Rollins now crawling his way into a cover on Uncle Howdy. Hooking the legs here. Seth Rollins. Cover for the 1. For the 2. No. drop kick there. Uncle Howdy now with Seth Rollins up on his shoulders and rolling senton, taking him down. Roman sliding a chair in the ring. So in case Seth needs it, I suppose. It's Howdy dishing up those vicious knee strikes there. Now Rollins goes for the kick. Howdy caught here. Seth Rollins answering back now. And Seth Rollins swinging him around and throws him into the corner. It's Uncle Howdy, but Howdy bursting out of the corner now with a counter. Uncle Howdy with a spear to Seth Rollins. Shades of Bray Wyatt there from Uncle Howdy. And Howdy goes for a double axe handle. Seth Rollins super kicks him. Howdy headbutts him. Counter for counter now. Uncle Howdy. Jawbreaker from Seth Rollins now. And Seth Rollins coming in now for Sling Blade. And Rollins hitting the ropes here. Rollins has Uncle Howdy down. Uncle Howdy out of the way. There's a hold of him now. Uncle Howdy with Seth Rollins kicking him in the midsection. And again into a clothesline. Rollins pulling himself in the corner, and Roman Reigns getting himself involved here. Trying to save Seth Rollins is Roman Reigns, and now Seth Rollins going for pedigree. Uncle Howdy counters. Clothesline. And now Howdy with Seth Rollins. Mandible claw. Trying to choke Seth Rollins out here. But a rope break is going to save the Visionary on that one. And Uncle Howdy getting him back to his feet. Throwing him in the corner here. Uncle Howdy. Elbow to Rollins here, taking him down. Sidestepping now. And Seth Rollins kicks him in the midsection now. Seth Rollins coming on the ropes. Into stomp. Howdy down. Seth Rollins covering him. Seth Rollins. 1, 2. No! Seth going up to the top rope now, and Seth Rollins gonna look to fly here. Rollins went for a Phoenix splash. Howdy out of the way. Now Howdy with Rollins for Uranagi again. There's a hold of him now, and Uncle Howdy with Seth Rollins. Put him into the corner now, and Uncle Howdy with Seth Rollins in the corner. Pulls him in, and shades of Bray Wyatt here. Uncle Howdy with Seth Rollins into Sister Abigail. Cover. Uncle Howdy for the 1, 2, 3. Just like that, Uncle Howdy knocking off Seth Rollins tonight. Seth Rollins with the win. Rollins getting the win, or Uncle Howdy getting the win over Seth Rollins tonight. Is that an omen of what's to come for the Shield? We're going to find out soon. Just like that. Seth Rollins coming up short. Uncle Howdy. Big win there. We got more coming up here on Raw as the Willetts getting the final victory over the Shield ahead of this weekend. So, we got more coming up next here on Raw as the Willetts get the win. Hey, there you are. Axiom, right? Don't think we've actually properly met. Johnny, it's good to finally meet you. Yeah, I wanted to tell you good luck this weekend. I think you really are the heir to the title of the Ultimate Underdog here in LSLM Universe. It has a title I inherited from Bryan Danielson, and I think if anyone had to, you know, if I had to pick anyone that I thought fit that role best next, it's you. Well, thank you, Johnny. That's the highest endorsement I could ever ask for. So, I want to tell you good luck this weekend coming up against Obafemi. Carry that Intercontinental title proud against the Monsters. I know it's something I've done before. But, I also want you to know that if you beat Obafemi this weekend, next month at SummerSlam, once I'm done with Tommaso Ciampa this Sunday, I'm coming for you. I wouldn't have it any other way, Johnny. I look forward to it. All right, folks. Well, up next, we've got some tag team action coming up here on Monday Night Raw. As making his way down to the ring is the European Champion. 252 pounds of pure motivation. The man that walks into Clash in Paris this weekend to defend that gold against the man he's teaming up with tonight. He's been the European champ now for a few months here. It didn't take long for him to win gold once he got the call to come to Monday Night Raw. Joe Hendry making his way down to the ring. Joe Hendry, European champ, former DPW tag champ, former two-time NXT champion, NXT tag team champion, TNA digital media champion, TNA world champion. Hendry's had many a championships here in the LS11 universe, that's saying the least. But he makes his way down to the ring tonight, and he is going to be teaming up with the Celtic Warrior. He's going to be teaming up with none other than Sheamus. Former European champ in his own right, former world heavyweight champion, as well as Sheamus. So, Sheamus and Joe Hendry teaming up once again tonight. They've teamed up quite a few times here in the LS11 universe. Let's do this. Let's bring out their opponents. Here they come. There they are. Jack Perry, JD McDonough, Raquel Rodriguez, the Ring of Honor television champion who is not wearing his belt tonight for some reason, Nathan Frazier, and Liv Morgan, possibly because he's not wrestling tonight. Who knows? As here come the Scapegoats. It's going to be JD McDonough and Jack Perry teaming up here tonight. Here we go. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Fuck Justin Timberlake. So, Joe Hendry and Jack Perry starting us out. Here we go. Oh my god, this is my version of Cody Rhodes and Friends versus the Judgment Day. Oh, hi, Nathan. versus Judgment Day from 2023. It's Joe Hendry and friends versus the Scapegoats, and it has been every fucking week for 15 weeks. I'm so sorry. I'll do my best not to do that anymore. It just dawned on me that I've been doing that. Jack Perry grabbing Joe Hendry now, pulls him in, lifts him up, and suplexes him down. Jack Perry now getting Joe Hendry back up to his feet now. Pulls him in. Perry with Hendry into the corner. Tag made. McDonough is in. JD McDonough, the man that Joe Hendry defeated to win the European Championship. Double clothesline there. Taking down Joe. McDonough now with a leg drop to the European champ. Going up to the top rope now. Joe Hendry down. JD McDonough taking him down here. JD has a hold of him now. Choking him out on the mat. Has him down there now, and now JD McDonough kicks him down here. McDonough grabs him. Hendry pushing him back. Getting him back up to his feet now is Joe Hendry. With JD McDonough now. Joe Hendry throws him into the corner. Went for him. Sheamus taking the shot now, and Joe Hendry. With McDonough into the corner again. Tag made. Sheamus is in, and Sheamus and Joe Hendry double teaming McDonough now, and Sheamus coming against his fellow Irishman. Although you don't want to see what happens when these two get into a promo battle. JD McDonough is also one of the most unintelligible people in LS11 Universe, as we know. If you remember earlier this season, no one could understand him, not even Jack and Nathan. And now Sheamus coming in here, firing away again at JD McDonough. Grabs a hold of him. No, over the top rope he goes. Joe Hendry with McDonough. Out of the ring he goes. McDonough just getting bullied by these two hosses. Sheamus taking him down here. Sheamus getting JD back to his feet now. Grabs McDonough back up to his feet now, and Sheamus. McDonough now again, knocking him back. Grabs onto McDonough. Sheamus countered. McDonough throws him off the ropes. Now Sheamus sent into the corner here of the Scapegoats. Tag made, and Perry is back in. Jack Perry and JD McDonough now looking for another double team. Double shoulder block to Sheamus. Perry going out of the ring now, and Jack Perry, what is he thinking here? Jack Perry now tries to launch himself in. And now Raquel. Raquel trying to buy Jack Perry the opening here. Perry throwing him into the ropes now, knocking Hendry off the apron. And Jack Perry. Sheamus. Sheamus countering, knocking him down. Tag made. Joe Hendry's back in. And now Joe grabs onto Jack Perry. And fall away slam. Taking him down. Joe Hendry into the cover now. On Jack Perry. For the 1, 2, no, it's saved by JD McDonough. Now Joe Hendry with JD McDonough. Throwing him out of the ring. Jack Perry now, wait. He's caught. He's up. Standing ovation, no. Perry countering. Jack Perry avoids the standing ovation for now. He's got Hendry now. Takes him down. Snare trap. Locked in on Joe Hendry. Is Jack Perry going to tap out the European champ? No. Liv Morgan up on the apron now. Liv Morgan taking off another turnbuckle pad. Now Jack Perry has Joe Hendry down. Joe Hendry out of the way now. Tags in Sheamus here. And now Joe gets Sheamus in. Sheamus taken down. Crucifix by Jack Perry there. Jack Perry taking him down now. Jack Perry tagging in JD McDonough. Sheamus! Just wiping him out. Just absolutely wiping him out. Oh, Nathan Frazier. Sheamus now with JD McDonough up on his shoulders here. McDonough fighting out of it. Fighting out of Sheamus' rolling senton attempt. Sheamus rolls back through. Gets caught by Jack Perry. Staggering now. Wait a minute. Nathan Frazier now yelling at Sheamus. Frazier and Sheamus getting into it here. JD McDonough staggers his way into the corner here. JD McDonough with a drop kick into the back. McDonough now going up. Frog splash into the back. Now McDonough's got Sheamus in trouble here. Sheamus in bad positioning here from... No! Oh, and Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier and Liv Morgan and Jack Perry All working together now against Sheamus for Spanish Fly from McDonough. McDonough now getting Sheamus back up to his feet. Goes for him. Sheamus countering. And Brogue! Into the cover. Jack Perry there for the save. And now Sheamus. JD McDonough up. And white noise from Sheamus. Grabs a hold of him here. Sheamus getting JD McDonough back up to his feet. Throws him across the ring into the corner. Tag made. In comes Joe Hendry. Sheamus and Hendry. Whoa. All right. This is almost 13 feet here. Almost 13 feet a man. Assisted Swanton. Getting JD McDonough now back to his feet is Joe Hendry. Now Joe Hendry pulls McDonough in, swinging him around for standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus and Joe Hendry getting the win. Just like that, Sheamus and Hendry picking up the win tonight. Hendry and Sheamus. For a little while there, they were just kind of taking turns bullying the scapegoats, but JD and Jack started to bring it back. It was unironically a pretty banger match, despite what I think a lot of people were expecting coming in. And again, I'll try and make sure that Joe Hendry and Friends versus the Scapegoats isn't a weekly thing anymore. Whoops. But a big win there tonight nonetheless. As Joe Hendry, you can see there, got a second win, scooped up JD McDonough, and took him down with the standing ovation. Sheamus and Joe Hendry with the win. Our main event is coming up soon. Alright, so it's back to the drawing board against this Theory kid. Yeah, John told us to stay out of everything on Sunday, though. You know what that means, right? We gotta get involved on Sunday. That's what's up, Cardona, you get what I'm saying? You know what else we gotta do? We gotta get ourselves some gold. You're absolutely right, we do. The Deathmatch Truth. We could be the next World Tag Team Champions. Or the NWA Tag Team Champions. Or the DPW Tag Team Champions. Or the LAW Tag Team Champions. Or the NXT. I don't think I'm allowed back in NXT. Yeah, you know what? Me neither. But I'll tell you what. I think the two of us are about to wreak some havoc here on Raw. That's what's up. Alright, it is our final matchup of the night. Our main event will be the face-to-face between John Cena and Austin Theory before their matchup this weekend. But it is some tag team action as here comes Chelsea Green to the ring tonight. The hot mess of Monday Night Raw, Chelsea Green making her way down to the ring. Chelsea Green ready for action tonight. Big matchup here for her. Teaming up with one of the women challenging for the women's world title this weekend to face the other two women fighting for the gold this weekend. So, Chelsea Green out first, her tag team partner tonight. We are entering the eye of the storm. As here comes Jade Cargill to the ring. The Storm herself, former WWE Women's Champion, former AEW Women's Champion as well. One of the most dominant women in the LS11 universe. Jade Cargill making her way down to the ring. She was so close to nabbing the women's world title a few weeks ago at Cyber Sunday, only to come up short to Jordynne Grace. And now she gets one more shot at it this Sunday in Paris, this time in a triple threat matchup featuring a young woman who has more than earned her chance to be the women's world champion and more than earned her shot at the gold that she's getting this weekend. So, Jade Cargill out next. Let's bring out their opponents. Here comes the Soul Surfer herself, Sol Ruca, to the ring. Sol Ruca, former NXT Women's Champion, looking to win the Women's World title this weekend. As now she teams up with the Women's World Champion, Jordynne Grace, the Juggernaut, making her way down to the ring. Juggernaut, Jordynne Grace, and Sol Ruca teaming up tonight. It's not the first time these two have teamed up this season. So, let's do this. It's our final matchup of the night here on Raw. Sol Ruca and Chelsea Green starting us out. Here we go. Oh, and ends a Gary there from Chelsea. Grabbing a hold of Sol Ruca now, picking her back up to her feet. Chelsea Green now. Tags in Jade Cargill immediately. Taking her down now, and Sol with Jade here. Jade Cargill getting taken down now. Sol Ruca. Taking her down now. Sol Ruca kicks down Jade again. Now Jade Cargill kick to the midsection. Grabs a hold of her now, pulls her in. Sol Ruca scooped up here. Jade Cargill. Stun gun in the corner, taking her down. Snake Eyes rather in the corner, taking her down. Jade going up top here. Jade Cargill. Going to the top rope now, and Jade goes for her. Sol out of the way. Sol Ruca grabs a hold of Cargill now, throws her into the corner. And Sol Ruca thought she might have been making the tag to Jordynne Grace. Seems she's not yet, though. Taking her down with a big drop kick there. Sol Ruca's got her down now, and Sol Ruca, big splash across the back of Jade Cargill. Sol Ruca staying on top of her. Grabbing a hold of her now, Sol Ruca. Big chops now coming in on Jade. Sol Ruca kick to the midsection. Kicks the ropes now. Jade Cargill. Chopping her back now. And Jade knocking back Sol again. Grabs onto her. Pulls her in. Jade Cargill with Sol Ruca up on her shoulders. And taking her down. Cargill into the corner now. Tag made. Chelsea Green is in. Chelsea Green now. Grabs a hold of her. Pulling Sol in now. And Sol Ruca thrown over the top rope. Chelsea Green goes for a right hook. Sol Ruca countering, and Sol Ruca. Oh, a springboard 450 clothesline. Don't ask me how the 450 makes it more effective. It just makes it look cooler. Throws her into the corner now, and Sol Ruca. Tag made. Jordynne Grace is in. Now Sol and Jordynne sending Chelsea off the ropes. Double shoulder blocks. Chelsea and Jordynne know each other so well from TNA. Jordynne Grace, former TNA Knockouts champion 2 times, I believe, here in the Austin Universe. She's held that title. As now Jordan Grace taking down Chelsea Green here. Grace grabs a hold of her again now, and Jordan gets to the midsection, knocks Chelsea back now, and Jordan Grace with Chelsea Green off the ropes, went for a big back fist, ducking her, sends her off the ropes now. Spine buster! Green getting wiped out now, and now Chelsea knocking her into the referee here. Jordan Grace knocked into the ref. Chelsea Green's got a hold of her, pops her up, taking her down. Now Chelsea Green covering the champion. Chelsea cover to pin the champion, but Jordan out at 1. Chelsea Green with Jordan Grace, scooping her up. Has her up on her shoulders. Jordan Grace able to slide out of it. Jordan Grace just brushing off that attack. Grabbing Chelsea now, and Jordan Grace throws her into the corner. Countered by Chelsea. Rough Rider from Green. Into a cover now. Chelsea Green. Kick out from Jordan Grace. And now Chelsea sending Jordan into the corner now. Chelsea Green. Looked like she was going to go for a tag to Jade Cargill. Jordan Grace answering back. Chelsea. Grabbing a hold of her now is Jordan. Throwing Chelsea Green in the corner now. And Chelsea Green got a big chop. Jordan Grace with another one. Down here, and Chelsea put up on the top rope now. Jordan Grace kicked back by Green. Chelsea Green. Oh, wait a minute. Into Unpretty Her. Chelsea Green to pin Jordan Grace. Saved by Soul Ruka. Soul Ruka, wait a minute. Went for the Soul Snatcher. Missed it, though. I don't know why the referee decided that meant it was time to get out of the ring. He just kind of did. He does that sometimes. Jordan throwing Chelsea in the corner here. Chop there again. Jordan Grace kicking her down now. Jordan Grace putting the boots to Chelsea Green. These two actually started out the Women's Royal Rumble at the beginning of this year. The one that Jordan Grace would win in her main roster debut match. Now Jordan Grace looking for the move that she has dubbed Shades of Samoa. Into the cover for the 1, saved by Cargill. Tag made. Soul Ruka in now, and Soul Ruka. This time she's going to be able to go for it. Soul Snatcher. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Soul Ruka and Jordan Grace getting the win. Just like that, Ruka and Grace knocking off Cargill and Green tonight. Big win there this evening for these two women. Soul Ruka and Jordan Grace earning momentum heading into this weekend. It was about this time last season when an unsuspecting challenger in Soul Ruka would become NXT Women's Champion in a triple threat. In a huge upset, lightning could strike twice on Sunday in Paris. Soul Ruka pinning Chelsea Green tonight. We got one last bit for you tonight. John Cena and Austin Theory face to face ahead of their matchup on Sunday. All right, folks, it's our main event of the evening. Because this showdown, this face-to-face here, is going to send us off into Clash in Paris. It is a face-to-face between the two men that are going to main event the show for the WWE Championship. Out first, Austin Theory making his way to the ring. It is A-Town down. Austin Theory, an ever-growing fan favorite of the LS11 universe. He's becoming more and more the fan favorite. Every week, people are clamoring for him to be the guy. And this Sunday in Paris, he has got the opportunity to be the guy. He has an opportunity to win his first championship. So, here he is. The WWE Champion. John Cena. We saw him this past Wednesday. Now here tonight. Cena and Austin Theory face to face one more time. Let's do this. "21 days ago, when I signed that contract for Clash in Paris, you told me you weren't going to be around for a while. You said that it was up to me to make people care, and that if I made people care and made people want to see me beat your ass, you would admit it. You would admit you were wrong about me all those years ago. Well, John, look at the numbers. Every week, the people care more and more. The people are behind me more and more. They want to see me as champion, not you anymore. And I could go on this long tirade about how your time is up and my time is now. All these things every other young up-and-comer has said to you over the last 25 years. Now all I ask is that you say you were wrong." Why would I do that? What have you done to earn my respect? Not gonna be a man of your word. I get it. Can't really commit to much, can you? Outside of Hollywood anymore. Can't commit to Bullet Club. You're more Bullet Club adjacent. In fact, if we want to talk about your real commitment issues, we could always call Nikki Bella and ask her. Then again, I'm sure she'd tell you you could look, but you can't touch. I've heard the saying that you never meet your heroes, John. You've gone from being the antithesis of that statement. You've gone from being the opposite. You've gone from being the hero everyone wants to meet to the villain of my story. This isn't about proving myself to you. This is about proving myself to them. This is about earning their love and their respect. This is about making the LS11 universe admit that they give a damn about some kid from Atlanta. So you know what, John? I don't care if you say you were wrong about me. I know you were wrong about me. That's what matters. These people know you were wrong about me. And that's what matters. John Cena, this Sunday, fly all the way down to Paris, all the way across the world, and I'm gonna kick your ass. It's a valid claim you make. Suppose your numbers are up. Yeah, Nikki Bella dumped me. But on a counterpoint. Oh, and come on, Cena! Wait a minute, Theory! Theory! Oh my god, Theory! A-Town down! Great counterpoint, John. Save it for Sunday, though. When they all count 1, 2, 3. Well, that's going to do it tonight, folks. Thank you for enjoying another episode of Monday Night Raw. I'll see you all tomorrow for a premiering episode of NXT. I've been Xander, and that was Universe. Special thanks to $10 above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, Harry Willetts, and Jeremy Burt. Patreon is the best way to support me directly, and joining you get LS11 member Nitro, Let's Play content, early access to Sanctuary videos, and more.